They didn't find an exit here, but instead they unexpectedly found their neighbor lying on the tracks, covered in blood. Seeing that the neighbor was still alive, Mary had no choice but to pay again, to have the man pull the neighbor to safety. But as soon as the man turned around, he saw their dog running over, covered in blood. He immediately realized something had happened to his wife, so he ran back as fast as he could. But inside the vent, his wife was already gone. Only a long trail of blood remained. Realizing his wife had been harmed, he furiously followed the blood trail, wanting revenge. But the trail eventually led into a pitch-black tunnel and disappeared. Meanwhile, Mary knew that if the neighbor wasn't treated soon, the neighbor would surely die. But they were completely cut off from the outside world. There was no way to contact anyone. Just when Mary didn't know what to do, she suddenly spotted a communicator on the wall. She rushed forward and pressed the button. To her surprise, it actually connected to the security office. Mary quickly explained everything that had happened to the security guard, but the guard didn't believe her, because the man had tricked him too many times before. He said he'd only believe it if he saw the injured neighbor himself. So Mary had no choice but to drag the wounded neighbor out. When the guard saw the neighbor covered in blood, he finally realized how serious things were. Just as he was about to call the police, he saw a swarm of rats suddenly appear on the floor. At that moment, a dark hand reached from behind, clamping over the guard's mouth and nose, then slashed his throat. When Mary heard the guard's dying scream, her scalp went numb with terror. It seemed the guard had met a tragic end too. She had no choice but to leave the neighbor behind and run. She wanted to regroup with the man, but when she crawled into the vent, she found that the homeless man wasn't there. So she ran back into the subway to search again, and what she saw next left her horrified.